Hello and welcome to our WIFR Fastcast. Several topics will be up for debate at a Rockford City Council meeting tonight. One proposal included, as we roll the video, one proposal included will be the city's Code and Regulation Committee. They're going to vote on a request from a developer to combine 9 existing parcels and split it into 2 lots so that a developer can sell the former Rockton Memorial Hospital building. We will be live from Rockford City Hall during our 5 and 6 o'clock newscasts. Rochelle City Council may vote to approve a proposed data center. The project was criticized from the community when it was first proposed. The center would use up to 50 megawatts of Rochelle's additional electric capacity. The center will also pay for infrastructure and utility improvement costs like electric and water. Rochelle City Manager says if approved, there could be 10 to 15 jobs on site. WIFR's Shrikar Rajendran will have the vote tonight. Cherry Valley Elementary School staff members learned the challenges of poverty through a simulator. Staff members participated in role-play scenarios that show the difficulties for those in poverty as they need basic necessities. School leaders say the simulation's goal is to approach families with empathy and support rather than judgment or criticism. Jake Pearson has the full story tonight.
Our kids are going through things that we probably will never fully understand, but to try to put ourselves in those positions helps us to be able to know how we're going to help them, because if I'm experiencing just a taste of what they're going through, I'm going to be able to better help them when they come to my class.
February 1st, Freeman Hubbard and 26-year-old Jalen Glover broke into a home in the 1800 block of Kearney Avenue. Both suspects are accused of having guns and stole several items. Both men face several charges, including home invasion and robbery. Glover was arrested Friday and Hubbard is still on the run. Police say if you know where Hubbard is, call RPD. FBI agents swore by it in the courtrooms across America for decades, a type of forensic science called bullet lead analysis. Used in thousands of cases and hundreds of trials, the FBI discontinued it over flaws in the science. Now at least one man is free and another fights for his freedom. National investigative reporter Chris Nakamoto investigates the tainted testimony.
It was definitely a shock to the whole community.
In 1991, 45-year-old Norma Jean Yates was found inside this home, shot to death 7 times. The house set on fire.
She deserved better than that.
Her death, a defining event in the life of her husband, Jimmy Yates, because 6 years later, a jury convicted him of her murder. It's his first sit-down interview after being released in 2021.
Did you kill your wife?
No. I've maintained it all these years.
Police found a bullet in his vehicle, which they said matched the lead in bullets at the crime scene. That science the jury trusted when it ultimately convicted Yates, no longer used by the FBI. When a weapon is missing or a bullet too damaged, the FBI claimed at the time their science could match bullets to ammunition through the lead alone. Our national investigative team found the FBI admitted to using this science in 2,500 cases, and it was introduced in hundreds of trials across America. But in 2005, the FBI pulled the plug on this practice. Their admission, neither scientists nor bullet manufacturers are able to definitively attest to the significance of an association made between bullets in the course of a bullet lead examination.
Subjective speculation masquerading as scientific evidence.
Chris Fabricant is one of America's leading experts on forensic science and the criminal justice system, and is the director of strategic litigation at the Innocence Project. He calls comparative bullet lead analysis junk science.
When you think about it, it's kind of like associating a fried egg to the carton of eggs that the egg came from. Number one is that it sounds like science, right? There's a lot of scientific terminology used in all forms of junk science, so it sounds scientific. But what it lacks is an empirical basis.
Our national investigative team found following the FBI's own admission that it was abandoning the use of bullet lead analysis, it began notifying at least 300 agencies across America that had received lab reports since 1996. Our team uncovered gaps in notifying the convicts. One of those cases is Kermit Parker, a Louisiana man convicted nearly 4 decades ago for the murder of a police officer. In 2008, the FBI sent this letter to the district attorney in Parker's case, saying the testimony exceeds the limits of science and cannot be supported by the FBI. In new court filings, Parker's legal team says they never got that letter or other evidence implicating another suspect who admitted to killing the officer. We requested the number of how many letters, like the one in Parker's case, were sent from the FBI. We asked for expedited processing. It's a request the FBI denied.
Those notices didn't go to the individuals whose cases were affected.
I met him through a mutual friend.
Parker's wife, Marcia, spoke to us outside the gates of Louisiana State Penitentiary, where her husband is incarcerated. They want the state's highest court to intervene.
He did not do that, so it puts a fire under him to fight even harder, and knowing that he has the proof that proves that he didn't do it.
When Parker was accused of killing Sergeant Warren Broussard back in 1988,
I heard a shot, and I turned around. The cop had fallen in the street.
no murder weapon was ever found. Bullet lead analysis was also brought up at Parker's trial. With new information coming to light, state justices will decide if Parker gets a new hearing.
That way we can be before a judge and we can show them what has been discovered in those hidden DA files.
If you're going to use it in court, then it has to be valid, it has to be reliable, and when it's not, due process requires we go back, we look at these convictions, and we make sure that miscarriages of justice have not occurred.
For Aites, a second miscarriage of justice came in 2011 when he was reconvicted. That conviction was overturned in 2018 because evidence was withheld from his attorneys, a CD of another man's confession.
I believe in God, I believe in forgiveness, and I'm not going to hold a grudge in my heart.
Do you still think about her every day?
I think about her every night.
Now, Aites now lives in Alabama, moving out of Florida after his release from their state prison in 2021. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court in Louisiana could rule sometime this spring in Parker's case. Prosecutors maintain his conviction is valid, and it's too late to appeal it. Convicted sex trafficker and longtime Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell met with House lawmakers Monday. She refused to answer questions relating to the Epstein case, invoking her Fifth Amendment right. Maxwell is serving a 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking, and in a statement, her attorney said she is prepared to speak freely if she gets clemency from President Trump.
Who were the other co-conspirators? Who were the other men who raped these underage girls? Did she have any conversations about a deal with Donald Trump?
She is campaigning over and over again to get that pardon from President Trump. And this president has not ruled it out, and so that is why she's continuing to not cooperate with our investigation.
Legendary actress Catherine O'Hare died from a pulmonary embolism along with rectal cancer, according to reports. The 71-year-old actress died in her Los Angeles home January 30th. She started her career in the hit Canadian comedy group Second City. O'Hara also appeared in several well-known films like Home Alone, Beetlejuice, and in the hit TV show Schitt's Creek. Well, let's change gears over to the weather now, because our temperatures, well, they're going to start the week in the 40s. As for the rest of the week, looking pretty good. Definitely not a winter-like feel. I mean, we see 39 on Wednesday, 38 on Thursday, maybe a little clouds. The one thing I know meteorologist Kira Miner and DJ Baker are going to be watching is this weekend. It's a little too early to tell exactly what will be happening there, but it looks like our temperatures will be in the mid to low 40s, so we always like to see that as well. But the city of Rockford is updating its winter weather terms, making it easier for residents to understand. The city now declares odd-even parking restrictions instead of using the word snow emergency for residential plowing. So snow emergency, that term, will stick around. This time it'll only be used for major storms when travel is not recommended. The Rockford Area Pride nominations for the 2026 Honorary Grand Marshal for its Pride Parade on June 6th are open. The committee encourages anyone who's made a difference in the LGBTQIA+ community through advocacy, leadership, or living with courage to be recognized. Anyone interested in nominating can submit forms through the Rockford Area Pride official website until February 28th.